Hey guys, it's Vaughn and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing everything you need to know to make this delicious meal, spicy vegan enchiladas with a side of sea salt plantain chips. I'm excited to share one of my favorite homemade meals, so we're going to get started by preparing all of our ingredients. I like to chop and prepare all of my ingredients ahead of time. That way when I need that particular thing, all I have to do is reach for the little bowl and dump it in. It's so much easier this way. Plus, as an amateur cook, I get to have my little chef moment and feel like a pro. I get all of my little plastic and glass bowls from the dollar store, you guys. And for anyone out there learning to cook on a budget, the dollar store pretty much has everything you need. Next, we're going to prepare the spinach. Now, if you have a frozen spinach pack, you can skip this step, but my local grocery store didn't have any frozen spinach, so I'm just going to whip out my food processor and finely chop this. And honestly, this took no time. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at everything we need. 1 diced Roma tomato, 2 poblanos, a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro, 1/4 cup of chopped onion, 2 habaneros for spice, 2 minced garlic cloves, 8 ounces of mushrooms chopped, and about 8 to 10 ounces of fresh or frozen spinach. Next, I'm going to preheat the oven, and then I'm going to start heating my extra virgin olive oil in a medium pan over medium heat. Once the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add my garlic, and I'm going to just stir that around for about 30 to 60 seconds until it's nice and aromatic, and then I'm going to add in my chopped onion. I'm going to allow the garlic and onion to cook for about 2 or 3 minutes just to blend together and become a little bit tender, and then I'm going to add in my poblano peppers. Of all the ingredients, the poblanos are going to take the longest to cook. Next, I'm going to add my mushrooms and finally the habanero peppers. Once everything is blended and coated in olive oil, it's time to season. This is the most important part, and definitely season to your taste, but I'm going to be using garlic salt, cumin, regular salt, and pepper. Once everything is seasoned appropriately and well blended, I'm going to go ahead and cover and let it cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. Once the poblanos have gotten pretty tender, it's time to add in the Roma tomato that we diced earlier. Next, I'm adding in the cilantro and spinach, and I'm going to add in a whole can of organic black beans. The beans and spinach is what really gives it that hearty texture. And then finally, you guys, I'm going to top with about 6 ounces of tomato sauce out of the can. Now it's time to blend everything so that we can marry all of these flavors and textures, cover, and bring to a simmer. While that's happening, I'm going to prepare the tortillas. I love using corn only, and I like the ones that come in these little paper sacks. I like to prepare these very simply by softening them in the microwave. Next, I'm going to coat my casserole dish with non-stick vegetable oil. Once the filling is looking like this, it's pretty much ready, so I'm going to start filling up my tortillas with about 4 tablespoons each. I'm going to roll them up and place them face down on the seam. This recipe will make about 14 enchiladas. Using a homemade or store-bought enchilada sauce, I'm just going to drizzle it on top. While that's happening, it's time to make the plantain chips. So I'm just going to take a green plantain, peel it, and slice it into about 1 to 1.5 inch slices. Whatever you do, don't make them smaller, and you'll see why in a second. Next, using vegetable oil, we're gonna fry these babies up. They're gonna sizzle for about 7 minutes. Just enough time to get deliciously golden brown, but we're gonna make them even better. Using a piece of parchment paper and a rolling pin, I'm going to roll these out and flatten them into chips. See, this is why you don't want to slice them too thin, because you do want them to be about 1/4 inch thick. Then I'm going to repeat the steps and return them all to the fryer. And these are going to go for about another 5 to 7 minutes until they are a beautiful golden crispy brown color. Fresh from the fryer, I'm going to season with Himalayan sea salt. Okay, you guys, it's almost time to eat. I went ahead and took my enchiladas out of the oven, and they are perfect. I like to plate them by the 2s. I like to plate with 4 plantain chips. You guys, look at these beautiful colors coming together. Freshly squeezed lime juice, avocado, cilantro, a slice of lime, vegan sour cream, and chili powder. You guys, this is such a delicious dish, easily my favorite. It is so hearty and fresh and spicy and still maintains that Mexican flair with a Caribbean twist. So moist and delicious, and goes great with the crispy chips. I hope you guys give this a try, and I hope you enjoy.
Yo, 1 glass of Patron to smash in its own, and I dash right back to the pad where I zone. Got a stash collection, double packs that I own. When I break them out, sneakerheads get blown.